FPV, or first-person view when flying a drone, is usually reserved to true FPV drones, including the more consumer-friendly DJI FPV offering. But if you're looking for a relatively inexpensive way to enjoy flying your normal drone, like the DJI Mini 2, without a massive cost, then don't go away. Hey guys, Mike here, and welcome back to the channel. So, like many of you, I'm sure, I'm curious to experience FPV flying, but don't want to have to invest in either a completely new drone setup like the DJI FPV kit, or the hideously expensive DJI goggles, or similar systems that are available. So I'm very excited to be able to test this out, or should I say, these. This is the DroneMask, and is an innovative product made by a startup company based in Norway. These allow you to enjoy the immersive experience of flying a regular drone like the Mini 2 with very little setup or cost. So in this video, we'll take a closer look at the DroneMask, test it out for myself, and show you how it works, and best of all, give you the chance to win a pair for your very own. Because DroneMask was very generous to supply me with a pair to give away to one lucky subscriber, so make sure you stick around until I give you all the details on what you can do to win. But wait, there's more. DroneMask also gave me one of these, a Movie Mask Go. I'll talk about that later as well, and I'll also give you the chance to win this Movie Mask Go for your very own. So before we start the review, I want to say a big thank you to DroneMask for supplying a mask to test and one to give away. And I want to stress that this review is my honest opinion. DroneMask did not pay for this review, nor did they see the video before I posted it. So with that out of the way, what are they all about and how do they work? Well, put simply, you connect your phone to your drone controller pretty much like you normally would, except using a longer cable. The goggle case zips open, and then you insert your phone into the holder and then slip them onto your head. The mask works with all smartphones up from 17 centimeters in length. Now, inside the case is where the magic happens, because built in is a special patented lens that turns what you see on your smartphone into an immersive experience. Unlike other similar products, the DroneMask's special lens enables you to see the entire screen of the smartphone with each eye, so it doesn't split up the image like it does in normal VR goggles. This does make the image 2D instead of 3D, but it also increases the resolution drastically as you get to use all the pixels of the screen and not just half. So in fact, it means you have 4 times the resolution compared to other headsets that split the screen. Now this headset is compatible with all popular camera drones like the DJI Mini 2, the Air, the Air 2S, the Mavic 2, the Mavic 3, the Hubsan, essentially any drone where you have a cable connection from the controller to your phone. And as for the build quality, they're made with a solid ABS plastic frame, EVA fabric on the exterior, and a soft face padding on the inside. The strap that holds them onto your head is adjustable so you can get a snug, comfortable fit. So I'm going to head out, give these bad boys a go, and then we'll come back and I'll summarize what I like and what I think could be improved. Whoa, this is actually quite freaky. I mean, it's cool seeing it from the drone's point of view, but it's actually weird not being able to look up and see the actual drone. It's really, really good quality picture. I guess the thing to be aware of too is with a drone like the Mini 2, where you don't have obstacle avoidance, you're just relying on what you're seeing in the viewfinder to guide the drone. And if you've got, I don't know, lines above you or something like that, then you don't know that they're there unless you can actually see them on the viewfinder. But actually looking at what the drone's looking at is very, very cool. So you do tend to use the gimbal a lot more, so you can look up and down, then obviously control the drone left and right. But it does give you quite an amazing feeling of being right there. And the fact that you are not getting a reflection off the phone screen that you normally do makes it heaps better to see. The next flight, I think I'm going to put it in FPV mode and then see what that's like. But like if you're using this for, I don't know, investigating something, actually really cool. Like I am right down there now. Whoa. Like if you're using these for, I don't know, searching for something or investigating something, it's super cool because like I'm just looking right there. It is so clear. It's quite funny, you do turn your head to look, but then you realize you need to actually turn the drone to look. It's like you are right there. It's very cool. I can't believe how clear this is. Like it's super clear and it's right in your face. It's actually like if you imagine sitting in a theatre, and because you've got to move your eyes to look from one side of the screen to the other in the theatre. It's like that with this screen. It's like it feels that big. Like I've never gone over this area that I'm over now, and I can see it clear as day. It's fantastic. Okay, bringing it back. The view's amazing though, absolutely amazing. The clarity on these things is incredible. You don't get any reflection off the phone screen, and the screen just seems so much bigger and clearer. Okay, I'm going to whip it into sports, get it back a bit quicker. The thing I find surprising too is like I've got glasses on and they're super comfortable still, even with glasses over the top of the glasses. Oi. Actually, I might just do a Superman steer. I'm watching you, Mr. High Race. All right, time to bring it in, and then we might have a go with FPV mode. Alrighty, let's whip these off for a slightly more traditional landing.
Old-fashioned.
Yeah. All right, now we're in FPV mode. Let's give this a shot. So we'll head off out there and then we'll do some turns. All right. Whoa. It's like you're in a racing car and you're zooming around. You're banking left and right. Oh my god, that's quite cool. If you do it at the same time as a gimbal move as well, it looks like you're swooping or taking off. Whoa. Yeah, it's kind of freaky. This definitely does feel like you're in a little plane or something like that. Well, as you can see by the testing that I did, I really like them. So let's get into the detail and make sure you stay till the end, because I am unbelievably going to give you the chance to win a brand spanking new DroneMask, all of your very own, thanks to the generosity of DroneMask, as well as this MovieMask Go, which I'll talk about after the DroneMask. So much to get through. Now, one of the things that's prevented me from getting and trying the DJI FPV drone and goggles was, to be honest, a review I saw from another non-FPV flyer that talked about how he suffered from motion sickness when using the drone and goggles, and it took him a very long time to get used to it. Now, I love the idea of FPV, but to be honest, I am prone to motion sickness, so that kind of put me off. But the DroneMask is different. I could get what I wanted to from an FPV experience, but without the motion sickness feeling. It was totally immersive and actually helped me fly the drone better. Now, I know that sounds weird, but because I could see more of the view from the drone up close, and without the annoying reflection that you normally get off the phone screen, it allowed me to appreciate the view even more and then plan and execute my moves with more accuracy. Now, I mentioned that they block out the sun, and yes, while that's obvious, I didn't realize how big a deal it was until I'd used the DroneMask for a while. Being able to see not only effectively a larger view right in my face, but without the glare that you naturally get when you're flying out in the open. And it made such a difference to the enjoyment I got from flying the drone. Now, the headset also works fine if you wear glasses. Now, I've had laser surgery to my eyes to really improve my long distance vision. However, because of that, and yes, partly because of my age, my up close vision is slightly compromised. So I use these cheap low strength readers to look at anything up close, which I thought might be a problem with the DroneMask because the lens that you look at is pretty close to your eyes. However, the headset is easily adjustable for exactly that reason, and I had no problem at all. In fact, even wearing glasses, I found the headset really comfortable to wear. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that since the mask uses your phone, which uses the app that is specific to your drone, in my case the DJI Fly app because I'm using the DJI Mini 2, they do have slightly more latency than the DJI FPV combos or other FPV masks like Fat Shark, for example. Now, this is not an issue with the DroneMask. It's due to the latency between the drone and the controller, and for the Mini 2 this is about 200 milliseconds depending on the environmental conditions and the signal strength. So while this is not a game changer for me, that does mean that the DroneMask is more suited if, like me, you just want a more immersive experience when flying as opposed to racing when you want the lowest latency possible. Again, not a biggie, but worth knowing if that's important to you. But to be honest, I didn't notice any issue and I felt the drone responded fast to my stick movements and this showed up on the screen instantly, so to me it was absolutely fine. Now, another cool thing is, and I must be honest, I haven't tried this myself, is that you can also use it as a spectator mask if you connect a phone to the DJI FPV goggles and use the DigiView app. Plus, according to DroneMask, and again, I haven't tried this myself, but apparently you can also use a ROT-GO2 antenna and the Go FPV app to fly normal FPV drones with the DroneMask as well. Again, I haven't tried that myself, but DroneMask reckon you can do it. So if that's something that you're into, well, fill your boots. Now, a couple of things to bear in mind when using the DroneMask. First of all, I'd advise you to put the drone in an area ready for takeoff that's away from where you are and safe. I'll explain in a minute. Next, either sit down or be comfortable standing where you are for a period of time. The reason for this is that, and I know it seems obvious, that once you've got the headset on, you can't see the drone or the area around you. So when you take off, you want to be sure that the drone is away from you and safe so you don't accidentally fly the drone into an obstacle or yourself, especially a drone like the Mini 2 because it doesn't have any obstacle avoidance sensors which would stop that happening. Now, I found myself lifting the headset up to check the position of the drone or to find a seat for myself because I hadn't thought about that before setting up. I guess I was just a bit excited to get it going. I also found that I lifted the DroneMask up so I could see the drone itself for landing, mainly because the area I was flying in doesn't really have a suitable space for landing, so I had to do a hand landing. Another thing to bear in mind is that you can't easily make setting changes using the on-screen control. Yes, you can easily unzip the front panel and make the changes you want, but if you want to do that a lot, it becomes a little bit annoying. So just think ahead before you fly and dial in your settings as much as possible before you take off. So overall, I'm very impressed with the DroneMask. It's incredibly easy to use. You just connect your phone with a long cable to the controller, strap the phone in the lid of the mask, close the zipper, and you're ready to fly. And you can fly all the drones that uses a phone app with camera view, and best of all, they're cheaper than other alternatives. Now, the DroneMask has just been released and are available at $169. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check them out for yourself. And as a special opening offer, DroneMask are going to give the first 450 people who purchase a DroneMask a free Movie Mask Go valued at $40. Talk more about that in a second. So to go in the draw to win your very own DroneMask from this channel, it's really simple. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and then make a comment in the section below, making sure you put hashtag DroneMask, or one word, somewhere in your comment. I'll use an online program designed for this type of competition to go through all of the qualifying comments and select one at random. And also, as promised, a little bit about the MovieMask Go. Now, this is one of the original products developed by the same company before they developed the DroneMask, and is described as being like a portable cinema. It's similar to the DroneMask in that you insert your phone into the unit. This one is rubberized and it folds down so it's nice and compact, but opens up and expands when you pull on it. You then fire up your favorite movie, YouTube video, sports channel, Netflix, whatever you want to watch, and away you go. It folds down nice and small, so it's easy to take with you when you travel. Now, as I mentioned before, the company is giving away one of these to the first 450 people that purchase a DroneMask. But for my subscribers, I'm going to give this one away as well. So to go in the draw to win this MovieMask Go, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and make a comment about the mask in the comment section below, making sure you put hashtag MovieMask somewhere in your comment. I'm going to leave the giveaways for both the DroneMask and the MovieMask Go open for 1 week from the time of posting this video. When it's closed, I'll do the draw, post the results in the community tab, and also reach out through the video's comments section as well, so I can get the winners' details and get these sent off. Again, many thanks to DroneMask for supplying a DroneMask headset to give away and for the MovieMask Go to try out. Now, I've been reviewing a bunch of new products recently, from RGB lights to tripods to filters, so make sure you check out those reviews by clicking on the link on the screen now. Cheers, guys.